I just absolutely devoured that pizza. Wow, that was amazing. Oh, so delicious.
This guy is the biggest Mike Thurston fan, and that's what she said joke maker I've ever seen. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be reviewing a guy. His name's Elijah Orr. And what did he do? He decided, I'm going to be Coach Greg for a day, and I'm going to do what he does on the bike and eat what he eats in the kitchen. I'm going to go over and see, how did he make out, how easy is it to live Coach Greg's lifestyle? I'm telling you right now, it's not friggin' easy, and all he did was bike ride and eat like me. Imagine if he had to make a bunch of videos, design cookbook recipes, train people, do phone consults and everything. It's a lot harder than it looks. You probably think it's all easy, oh, you just lift weights. Nope, harder than it looks. So let's start the video and see what he does.
It started off so innocent. First, just discovering his channel, watching his videos, getting yelled at. But then, before I knew it, I was waking up in the middle of the night just to get yelled at by my own doctor.
Have I ever said I'm a doctor? I keep saying I'm not a doctor.
That was when I realized I had a problem.
Okay, so the problem isn't actually being addicted to watching my videos. The problem is that there's too many people who are not watching the videos. And that's the problem, because they're getting so much misinformation. People who watch me, they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They're learning.
Welcome to the video, guys. Today is going to be a full day of eating and bike training like Dr. Greg Doucette. So today we're going to be cooking from Greg Doucette's Anabolic cookbook, and we're going to be doing one of his long cardio bike rides.
Yeah, that does sound a lot like what I do. Do I look like I just lift weights? Yeah, I probably do, but I actually do a lot of cardio because the heart is the most important muscle. So many people neglect it. They think they only need to do cardio to burn fat. A more efficient and healthier heart is why you should be doing cardio. You're gonna live longer. Longer! What else do you need to hear? Longer life and better.
Let's get right into it. Let's eat and train like the doc himself. First things first, we're gonna get Greg Doucette's cardio out of the way.
No, first things not first. We're not gonna get cardio out of the way. I hate it when people think cardio is something to get out of the way. Let's get all that stuff over with. Cardio is the highlight of the day. That's the fun thing you get to do. It's like having sex. Let's get that sex out of the way. How would you like it if your girlfriend, boyfriend, or circle said, yeah, honey, let's get that sex out of the way? Well, you'd go for it, of course, but you'd be like, well, couldn't you act like you want it? Act like you like it? It's more pleasurable if you think they're enjoying it and not just getting it out of the way. Hopefully that's not what Allie does. And second of all, I don't do fasted cardio. Get it out of the way first thing in the morning. No. We need to eat calories. We need energy for a 2-hour plus bike ride. Does that not make sense? You eat, it's fuel for the bike ride. It's kind of like gas. You gas up your car before you go for a long drive. You don't want to run out. Food is gas. You want to eat it before you go for a long ride so you don't run out of energy while you're riding. And trust me, it's happened many a times. It kind of reminds me of Seinfeld when Kramer was driving a car and they were going on forever and they're like, let's just keep driving. It's a scary moment. No, you don't want a scary moment on the bike and say, let's see how long I can pedal until I run out of energy. Not a good feeling.
The doc is a savage on the bike. I checked out his Strava and noticed that at least a couple times per week he does about a 70-kilometer ride, which is about 43.5 miles. So that's what we're going to do today, or at least attempt a 70-kilometer ride. We're going to get right to it. This is 70 kilometers, so here we go. And we're gonna start biking.
Yes. So he thinks he's riding 70 kilometers. He's on a stationary bike. Going on an outdoor bike ride, it's just nowhere near the same experience as riding indoors. And yeah, I do both. And yeah, I race on Zwift. I find it fun to race other people in virtual reality. You're actually riding against people from around the world. It's quite fun. You try to draft, you try to keep up, you try to sprint past them. It's an enjoyable experience. Outside, like yesterday, it was a beautiful day. I'm riding, I'm seeing the scenes, I'm passing other bike riders, not getting passed by anyone because I'm so fast. Well, not yesterday at least. And you see walkers and everyone waves and they're all happy because we're out having fun, we're moving, we're exercising. You see all nature and it makes you in a good mood, it makes you happy. Unlike when you're sitting at home working. So I suggest you get out there and explore. Maybe it's not a bike, maybe it's just for a hike, but go out and have fun and move. Puts you in a good mood.
All right, first 10 miles in. Whew. We are sweating like crazy. So as I make 33 miles left, I think we'll be able to make it, but it's definitely not gonna be easy. This is hard stuff. All right, so I'm upset. The thing just reset. I have no idea why. It's super, super annoying. We're at pretty much right at 11 miles when it reset.
Yeah, so welcome to my world of technology and not knowing what in the heck to do with it. So guess what? I'm out riding, my power meter, it dies on me. It's going in and out. I'm like, why is it saying 300 watts, 0 watts, 400 watts, what's happening? And it's slowly dying. And I'm like, but I like knowing how much power I'm putting. I like how the watts are saying. I like to know how many calories I'm burning. On a bicycle, you can actually buy a power meter, like $1,000 or so, and it'll tell you how many watts you're burning, which therefore calculates the calories. It's fun to know that. And you can track progress. Because it's not just how fast you're going, it's how many watts are you actually producing. If I ride in the headwind, I'm going slow. It doesn't mean I'm slow, it means the wind's blowing me. I can go to tailwind, I'm going super fast. Doesn't mean I'm actually a fast rider. It means the wind's pushing me along. Uphill, downhill, same thing. So I like knowing data. So his machine's broke, very frustrating, but he's still doing it.
Here, you can even see my Garmin, 36 minutes in.
And let's be honest, he's not actually riding as fast as he says. You think that can accurately track how far he's going? If he went outside on a bicycle and rode 70 kilometers, it'd probably take him 2.5, 3 hours, not 2. But the point doesn't really matter. If you do someone else's workout, do you actually do the exact kilometers that they ride, or is it the time? So for example, if I ride 70 kilometers in 2 hours, do you have to ride 70 kilometers, which probably take most people 3 or 4 hours? Or do you just have to ride the 2? If you copy Coach Greg's workout for a day, do you have to lift the same weight? Like if I do 300 pounds 20 times on the bench press, can you do 100 pounds 20 times and that means you're doing my workout? Or what are the rules on that? Do you have to lift the same poundage, the same distance? Let's just chalk it up as we both ride a couple hours, we're both having fun, we're getting in shape. I'm having more fun because I'm out riding, I'm not overheated, he's in the blazing heat on a stationary bike with no good scenes to watch. I don't even know he's blasting music, looks pretty boring. You need to make it fun.
I think what we're gonna do is just basically ride for like two hours and 20 minutes straight at this pace. I'm going about, I think I'm averaging a little over 20 miles an hour.
Oh, I'm just gonna go for a 2 hour and 20 minute, 20 plus mile an hour pace. No, the average person rides at about 10 miles an hour. 10! 20 miles an hour is elite level. You're actually fast, okay? Even with a fast bike. So 2+ hours, 20 miles an hour. I'm afraid it's not that easy.
We're just gonna go for like 2 hours and 20 minutes hard on the bike. Just gonna try to keep this pace.
And he says he's going hard. The fact that he can record this and speak pretty good tells me it's a moderate pace. Hard pace, that is not a hard pace. You guys want to see me when I'm going hard on a Zwift race? I can't even speak to people. I don't know what's happening. I can't think. I can't use logic. When you're past your anaerobic threshold or you're at the limit, you can't think. You can hardly drink water. You certainly can't sit there and eat and enjoy yourself and talk and say, oh, this is frustrating. You're just riding. Yeah, I don't need to act like you get it. It is hard. I ride mostly at a moderate pace. I go hard when I'm racing, okay? When I'm trying to keep up and win a race. Or when I'm trying to get a KOM on a segment, or I'm sprinting up a hill or something. That's hard. Most of the time, moderate pace, which is what he looks like he's at right here.
Check in. Just hit an hour 50. Yep. The heart rate is 168, 170. It's like fluctuating a little bit between like 165 at the lowest, 170 something up there, but yeah.
It's just a bit of information on heart rate. So you can't actually use heart rate as a measure of intensity in comparing yourself to other riders. Rather than looking at your heart rate, I'd rather you do a talk test. If you can complete a complete sentence without breathing, you're not going that hard. But if you talk and then you say 2 words at a time, you know it's hard because you can't speak. That means it's hard. If you can just talk, it's not so hard.
Great news, guys. 10 minutes to go. Just 10 more minutes.
And frankly, this guy, he kind of looks like a cyclist. He looks rather lean. He looks to be in quite good shape. He looks like the kind of guy that actually would be a bike rider.
I can't wait to get off this bike. Everything is burning. All right, last 60 seconds. 10 seconds.
Yeah, and that pretty much looks like me when I get off the bike after the 70K ride. I'm tired, I usually sprint at the end, do something intense, and I get off and I'm half dead. And surprisingly, after doing that extremely intense bike ride, you know what's funny? I'm not even actually hungry. For some reason, the bike riding, it takes away my hunger. When I'm doing cardiovascular exercise, especially at a moderate pace or higher, I'm not hungry. You would think it's the opposite, but what I can tell you is later on, ghrelin would be coming after me. It wants to punch me in the face. So you might not be hungry right after, but after a long, intense, like 2-hour, 20-minute cardio session, you do want to get some protein in after this because you have been riding for a long time. So unless you ate right before the exercise after 2 hours and 20 minutes, you definitely want to get in some protein. And he's wringing out the shirt, it's full of water. That often happens to me if I'm riding indoors. I don't even use the shirt inside, and I have a fan blasting. And his body fat percent is slightly below 15%. He looks to be quite lean, not carrying too much body fat. Very healthy male. Looks like he must be a runner, a swimmer, or something because he looks fit, don't you think?
Extra dehydrated after that. 2 bottles.
And sign this guy up for the French Toast Challenge. You see him put back that water? Anyone that can drink water at that speed can put back 10 French toasts in probably a couple of minutes. And he's going for bottle number 2. Okay, here's a training tip. You're allowed to drink water during the 2-hour and 20-minute ride. It's not 1985 when I used to play ice hockey and the coach would say you can't drink water during practice because it's going to make you tough. Or when I played basketball, you can't drink water, it's gonna make you tough, you can't drink water. Yeah, until a few people die during football practice from dehydration, then they're like, yeah, you should probably drink some water, you thirsty, let's have a drink break. You see how stupid people were back in the day? People are getting smarter. See, there was no YouTube channels back then. There was no Coach Greg telling you things that you needed to know.
All right, so it is time to make the one, the only anabolic French toast. We have all the wonderful ingredients that are anabolic French toast. Egg whites, cinnamon, vanilla. Why is it in this big jar? We make homemade vanilla extract. It's super delicious. Sweetener, regular white bread. We've got some toppings to go on top, blueberries and non-fat Greek yogurt. Let's get to making. I am starving.
Yeah, so I have 7 gallons of vanilla extract because I'm going to use 1 teaspoon a day. Sometimes I wonder why people do things. He has about a gallon of vanilla extract and 1 teaspoon. I mean, how long is that going to last? Till 2030?
A couple of shakes. Or spanks, I guess, if you're Will Tennyson. Or if you're normal, it's just shakes. 1 second, 1 second only of spray. Regular white bread. Sufficiently dunk it into the pan. All 5 pieces, 1 pan. Not pretty, but doesn't need to be pretty in the anabolic kitchen.
Another cooking tip, Tefal pan. It's non-stick. People be using all these fancy pans, they don't work as good, okay? Next tip, blueberries on the pan, bread on the blueberries. It absorbs it into the bread. Way better than just adding it after. Of course you can, just not as good.
Right here we have the one, the only 5 slices of anabolic French toast. This is a huge moment for me, guys. I've been waiting to try these for a long, long time.
Why? Why wait? Why are you waiting? If you want it, why are you waiting? So this is my advice. If you want to try French toast, rather than waiting a very, very long time, make it now. Like literally, go and make it right now. I mean, if not right now, for supper or for breakfast. There's no reason to wait months. You can actually just do it.
There's that first bite.
Anabolic French toast. Here we go.
Okay, that wasn't a bite. That was more of a, what the heck is like, babe, what would you call it if you had like, it's like 6 pieces of French, like it was literally like that much food. It wasn't, he's called it a bite, but it was like, come look, I just want you to see it.
I'm not really a huge fan of syrup. I don't know, I just think it's too sweet. There's that first bite, Anabolic French toast. Here we go.
It's the biggest bite ever.
Yeah.
So his first bite was about 3 mouthfuls. I mean, frankly, it looked like he was about to compete in the French Toast Challenge with bites like that. The way down that water, dude, set the record.
Wow. It's like a filling. It's so creamy and thick.
She just did a beaker face. That's what she said.
So there you have it. The Anabolic French toast down. That is really, really filling. I just had 5 pieces and I am really full even after that long bike ride. Long time coming, way too long, but finally tried it. Absolutely delicious.
Babe, Mike Thurston. He said delicious. You know that joke, right?
All right, guys, so here's the deal. It's a lot later now. It's almost 7 p.m. To be frank, when I ate the Anabolic French toast, since I was biking until about 11, I didn't actually have that breakfast until around noon. My original plan was to make one of the lavish bread wraps with all the veggies and everything like that, but I was honestly just really, really full, so I didn't feel like I needed it.
If this isn't reason enough to get my freaking cookbook, then what really is? So he rides, I don't know, 2 hours and 20 minutes, eats French toast, and then 7 hours later is ready for meal 2 because it was so filling. It's 7 o'clock at night. He's only eating breakfast. No, Coach Greg, your cookbook, it costs too much. No, it's so simple. Anyone could do it. Yeah, it only took me 2 decades to make. No, anyone could have made it. It's so easy.
I know I shouldn't be skipping meals, but I was just feeling really full, so I decided I would just wait until dinner and then go all out and have one of the big old pizzas that they made. And also, if you guys have seen my other videos, you know I am vegetarian, so I'm going to be eating veggie sausage.
So you can be vegetarian. You can be vegetarian like Allie, and you can still have your pizza and you can eat it too. You may get a pickle pizza. And guess what? You don't always have to have pizza. Last night, went out to eat with Allie. Yeah, we went out to eat, and we ate, and it was expensive, and then we weren't full, and we went to eat again, and then she was like, let's go to the pizza place. I want a slice of pizza. I'm like, no, we're not going to get pizza. We're going to a healthy place. Where was it called? Healthy something? It was called Harvest. So we went to Harvest, and we're eating, and it's delicious, and it's all this vegetarian stuff, and I'm eating a vegetarian burrito thing, and she's having a... what kind of a burger was it? Black bean burger, delicious. Just like Mike Thurston. We like it, enjoyed it, and she didn't need to eat pizza. So broaden your horizons. If all you do is eat pizza all the time and meat all the time, you don't need to. You can try vegetarian things. You don't always have to eat Gert. Hey, Gert.
Thank you.
Let's make a pizza.
Babe, you didn't put pickles in the pizza. You put peppers, though. What are those things? Oh, that's this fake sausage stuff. Ooh, the sauce. I like lots of sauce. Oh, man, that's a lot of yumminess. Why is that rotten spinach on there? Oh, yeah, the protein squares.
Anabolic Kitchen protein pizza, looking pretty good.
Nice.
Wait for it to cool down for a minute. This is way, way better than I expected.
That's what she said the first time. Better than it was expected. I was like, why didn't you expect it to be like that? Well, once you go jacked, you never go back. Y'all know that, right? Right, babe?
Right.
This is really good. All the veggies together with just a little bit of spices. The spinach, the texture's good, has a little bit of crunch. Honestly, not really a fan of this cheese ball. And this, it's good. This is delicious.
Everything's a That's What She Said joke or some reference to Mike Thurston.
It is now time for dessert. My apologies, doctor. All I have is a Vitamix, so no Ninja today.
You and friggin' Will Tennyson and your freaking Vitamix. No! No!
We have all our ingredients. I have a chocolate peanut butter protein powder, 100 scoops. I have my PB Fit.
That's
I have
good.
My choice of fruits,
Good stuff. Strawberries.
unsweetened almond milk,
Yep.
stevia,
Sure.
and xanthan gum.
The guar gum and the
Let's make the
xanthan.
anabolic ice cream.
Let's do it.
Powder, and strawberries.
More strawberries than last time if you want it more yummy. That looked like a lot of the xanthan gum. Be careful with the xanthan. Little goes a long way.
Throw some ice in there.
Yep.
all the ingredients. Let's see if this baby blends. Did I do it right? Let's find out.
Despite its suckiness, the Vitamix still was able to complete the task of making the homemade protein ice cream. Pass the test over the head, no problem.
What do I think about this diet? I think it's a great idea for someone who needs to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight consistently and at a good rate.
And press pause there. The diet is great for someone that needs to lose weight or to be in a calorie deficit and lose weight. The diet's the best if you need to lose weight. Let's just end it there, because then he's probably going to say, but if you need to gain weight,
Would I do a diet like this? Probably not, just because I'm not trying to be in a calorie deficit. I'm trying to be at maintenance, if anything, just a little bit of a surplus. I would definitely be taking some of these meal ideas with me for sure. The French toast, amazing. The pizza I love. This is an awesome way to get an ice cream. I mean, it's pretty much everything I've eaten today.
Okay, so I watched a little bit more of the video and he's like, okay, the 3 recipes that I tried, I'm definitely going to continue eating those 3 recipes. So he's saying, oh, I wouldn't really follow it, but he just said I'm going to continue to eat every single meal I tried. He doesn't even want to lose weight. He's already at maintenance. He's already active. He doesn't need to lose weight. He's already healthy. He's under 15% body fat. He's going to keep eating those meals because he likes them.
Overall, I give the Anabolic Kitchen review an A+. Delicious.
A+, just like Mike Thurston, delicious.
Delicious.
Shout out to the doc himself. Love all your videos, man. They're awesome. They always make me laugh and smile and teach me something at the same time.
And I make you laugh and smile and learn something at the same time, just like Krusty the Clown. So he rode 2 hours and 20 minutes on his bike and ate 2,000 calories that day. Y'all wonder why people are lean. They don't eat too much food. Calories in, calories out. If you don't eat too many calories, you're gonna be lean. So all you guys and girls that are thinking you could just eat a lot of food, and you're not eating enough. That's why you're not lean. You don't eat enough. You're eating too much. If you're not as lean as you want to be, it's because your calorie content is too high. You need to eat low-calorie dense foods so that you're full. And yes, they need to taste good, because if they don't taste good, you're not going to follow the diet very long now, are you? GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Doing the bloop. Watch one of the bloops. And until next time, out of here. That's also what she said. Oh, yeah. You know? Yeah. Oh, this is too much.